But splashing and soldier the game splitter. I ain't surprised Boosie telling us to take the vaccine for some money so everybody can go to that Boosie bash, or he can get his IG back, or both. You gotta understand, yeah, Boosie getting a lot of money, but he also got a lot of bills. He also know he been blackballed in the industry, so he can't afford to lose no big show like the Boosie bash. He already took a major loss losing his IG page. He lost a lot of income with that. Probably $1 million or $2, or in the high 6-figure range. Promoting people's businesses, doing features in different cities. See, when he had his big IG page, 3 million, 4 million followers, 2 million followers, whatever it was, you'll get more features and you'll get more promotions when you got a bigger page. When you do them backup pages with 1 million followers, 300,000, 500,000, less people who do promotion and less people who want features for songs, they ain't gonna call you because you ain't got the platform, you don't got the following for people to see it. They already can see when you do features, certain artists that do features with Boosie on YouTube, they only get 1,000 views, 2,000 views with Boosie in the video, 500 views. Shout out to Ayo Kaseko, Big Fat Podcast, go subscribe. He pointed this out. He did a video on Boosie. Go check that out. And he made a lot of good points in that video, in that live. Boosie got to do what he do to feed his family, to keep his head above water. So of course he'll say, take a vaccine for some money. He want to get back in the right for the people, and he can't really afford to lose their income what they're paying for their Boosie bags, because it's bills. He got too many bills. He got a big family. He got a lot of people he take care of, and he don't really got no big artists under the badass entertainment besides Young Blue. But that's not 100%. He ain't getting everything from Young Blue. It's not even a 360 deal like that. He probably getting a percentage of what Young Blue do. He don't got no CMG startup. He don't got no 1017 startup. He don't got no QC the label. Young Blue, even if he had all control over Young Blue, that's just one artist. That's not enough. Boosie never really made nobody rich like how he could, like how he should, like how he really supposed to be the king of Baton Rouge. He ain't just turned 3 or 4, 5 different dudes to millionaires or high in the 6-figure range. He ain't did that. Some of his artists do get on the top 10 Billboard or had a #1 song or had the streets on fire. He ain't never did that. Young Blue, he did pretty much everything on his own. He ain't really need, he was gonna be what he was with or without Boosie. So, you know, Boosie was just a nice stamp, a good certified stamp that go with the brand, to go good with the brand. That's all that was. And when the time up, he move along. He don't re-sign the contract because he know, nah, this ain't really the place to be for long jeopardy. Like in the beginning, yeah, get my feet wet, get in the game, stand beside you. I bounce off your rep, you bounce off my talent, you get paid, I get paid, but signing another deal, nah. So Boosie gotta really be hands-on like a new artist. He still gotta be that after 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, however long he been in the game, 12 years, 14 years, he still gotta be like he the main artist. He still gotta do 100 shows, 1,000 shows a year. He gotta do 1,000 verses a year. He ain't really made the right investments. Y'all don't get that? Y'all don't understand? You don't see Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and people like that doing no, Master P doing all them verses and all them shows. And anytime when an artist that been in the game for a long time, and when he go to Florida, when he go to Alabama, when he go to Mississippi, he got to put all local artists tap in. I'm doing verses. I'm doing, anytime an artist do that, they give him a deal. Big superstar artists or artists that charge 30,000 or more, they're not gonna say, I'm in the city, pull up verses, who need features and verses or promotion. All that. They're not gonna say that because they already know they cost too much. The average human can't even afford them, so they ain't even gonna do that promotion. So, but anytime you see an artist, now if you're a new artist, you definitely can do that. But established artists, they done lowered their price for features, they done lowered their price for shows, walkthroughs, promotion, all that. You can get a combo, you can get a 4 for 4. For 30,000, you can get everything. You get Boosie 30,000, 40,000, 25,000. You can get the video done, the song done. You can post it on the page. You can promote your business. You get the whole package deal. When he call you, you can put 5 more thousand in it. Every time he come to the city, he'll call you, tell him he'll hang with you. He got a show, he'll tell you to come pop out for 5 more thousand, something like that. 15,000, that's just to do the song. Maybe 5 more thousand to do the video too. If you catch him at the right time, say y'all gambling and he been losing, you catch him at the right time It's all about being at the right place at the right time. You catch him when he's losing on that table, and then I got 10 racks. What you gonna do? All right, get it to me right now, because he in that gamble mode. That's how you really get deals off, big superstar artists. You got to catch them. You got to be in them rooms when they gambling and they losing, and run and walk up to them and be like, hey, man, I got a little 10p, a little 15p, man. Offset, jump on this. Quavo, jump on this. Lil Baby, hey, man. Not when Lil Baby now, but when he was just coming in, man, I got 10 racks. They would have took it. 42 Dub. If 42 Dub losing on that table, you try to give him 15,000, he's going to do a verse. He might give you 8 bars, 10 bars, or 12 bars, situation like that. But Boosie got to do that, man. He got to. He don't got to, but in his head, he got to. Because the fans and his people don't come first. Family and his lifestyle come first. And, this is introduction, getting his face back right with the gatekeepers, with the Adams, with the Mark Zuckerbergs, getting his face back right. Trying to get back in them doors. Trying to get them IGs back. All that stuff. So, he could be bought. Just like all the other gangsters can be bought. Meaning the rappers. Off that Boosie badge, he probably getting like 100,000 for that show, or high and closer to that number, or even over. He can't afford to miss that show. He got probably 20,000 worth of car payments, all them cars, unless he cashed out, which is another dumb move. So he got all them different payments, because he'll splurge on cars. He'll buy 4 or 5 cars at a time when he get mad. He got probably another 10 to 20,000 in bills besides the cars. People he taking care of. Then he got his habits. He smoke, buy by the pound. His whole crew smoke. He probably spending another 5 to 10,000 a month on that. Little legal fees and different little court situations his crew be getting into. You got to pay child support. All that day you got to pay. That man can't. That man probably dishing out 6 figures a month, 70,000, 60,000. That's the part that they don't tell you in them songs. And yeah, you could be getting a lot of money, but you could be spending a lot of money too. They really want living check to check, show to show, feature to feature, promotion to promotion. Then they wouldn't do stuff like that. They wouldn't care to do nothing like that. They wouldn't care to lose their little money, their little 6-figure check. They wouldn't care that. They getting 6 figures from this investment, another 6 figures from that investment. They invest in these stocks, is bringing them 6 figures or $1 million or whatever. They invest into, like what Nas did with Reem. They're looking at these big startup companies that's gonna be big in the future and putting a whole bunch of money in there. So they ain't tripping. You think Nas would trip if he ain't wanna say make the people take the vaccine? You think he'll trip off a concert he can make 50,000 to 100,000 on? Nah. He getting millions of dollars from Reem, from investment. So Boosie ain't really got them. You got to know Boosie don't really got big investments like that, but they bringing him big passive income. He ain't got that. So his big passive income is what the regular artist is. Shows, features, promotion. That's it. That's pretty much it. Because if he was really big in real estate, if he really had a lot of, he was getting a lot of money, you would know it. People would say it. If he was getting some money, if he invested in stocks or any other big company, you would know it because people would say it. Nah, he gonna use that Boosie card till it max out. Yeah, he gonna keep dropping albums. He gonna keep doing 1,000 shows a year. He gonna keep doing all that there. Popping up anywhere, pulling up anywhere. He don't supposed to be doing it, man. He a vet in the game. You gotta sit back like your guy to do. Like QC, like P from QC do. You gotta sit back like that and let them young dudes do it. See, one thing about it, the gatekeepers know, maybe not the IG gatekeepers like Adam and all them, but the music gatekeepers and Bill Gates, people like that, they know that you need their IG money. That was a big source, probably your main source of income besides feature money and show money. Them your other 2 main sources of income, which for a rapper, for a music artist, or R&B singer, if getting features and doing shows and walkthroughs and promotions is your main source of income, then you're not too far from being broke. You're not too far from being rich broke. We call that rich broke. Rich broke would be he only playing with a couple M's. That's rich broke. You barely rich. A couple M's, you might got 2 or 3 M's, 4 or 5 M's. You might got 2 or 3 M's on the high end, 800,000 an M. And they know when you at that level right there, they know if a big situation happened to you, you'll go broke. Meaning a fed case, a rape case, a murder. Yeah, they know all that to destroy your bank account. You had to sell your house, you had to sell your cars, you had to sell your jewelry, and they know you're not that far from drowning. You just got your head above water. And why is it like that, Boosie? It's your fault. Every time you got a big check, you got some good money, you had a big song, you spent the money. Every time. You know, you got to keep up with the competition. You overspend on your houses. You overspend on your cars. You know, somebody make you mad, you might go buy 6 cars. That's what a female will do. Females, when they get mad, they go shopping and go splurge. When somebody piss you off, if enough people say, well, this how Boosie works. Say if his homeboys piss him off, his baby mama's piss, it could just be 2 or 3, his baby mamas just piss him off. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they, you know, pop in their mouth. He go splurge. And when he go splurge, he go spend 2 M's on the car, 1.5 M's on the car, or $1 million on the car. He will overspend on the house and the mansion. Now, it was a smart move when he got the land, but when he put the house on the land, that means, yeah, the land worth a lot of money, or it will be worth a lot of money, but him just putting the house on it, and the football field, and the swimming pool, and the basketball court, that's not really bringing no money in. That's him paying that. He paying the house. He paying for all the maintenance. He didn't put no hospital on the land. He didn't put no school on the land. He didn't put no businesses on the land. So the land not bringing him no money, but it's holding its value, but it's not bringing, you know, passive income for right now. That's future type. Understand? So with him having to keep up with other rappers, keep up in competition with the jewelry, with the cars, with the clothes, with the drugs, with the reputation, all that there, you really can't afford to take a big loss in income with an IG page, especially if you got over 3 million followers, 2 million followers, 5 million followers. That'll take a big chunk of your income if you didn't make the right moves in the rap game. See, Boosie didn't make the right moves in the rap game. Shout out to Ayo Nation. Go subscribe to the Big Fat Podcast. He was saying, like, he waited too long. He waited too long to step back as a CEO. He's still like the main artist, which let me know he's a selfish boss. He don't really want nobody to shine like him. He don't want nobody making the same money like him. He don't want nobody to have the same authority like him. He want to be the big dog. He want to be the, you know what I'm saying, nobody telling him what to do. So if you're a leader, signing to Boosie is not the group you want to sign to or the label you want to sign to. You don't want to go in that movie if you're a leader. If you're a good follower, then you can sign to Boosie. It may work for you. But if you're somebody like Young Blue and you blow up and you getting all this money and the contract, the renegotiation start to come back up, you won't resign. There ain't nothing Boosie can tell him, because he already see like, nah, you know, I appreciate the opportunity, but nah, let me go ahead and take my business elsewhere. Think about it. Nobody never came up in the rap game and wanted to sign to Badass Entertainment. See, they probably did in the beginning when Boosie really was hot in the streets. In the beginning when he was in his prime. But when he was in his prime, he ain't never tried to CEO rap and did something that really worked. He just focused on himself. And him being the big dog. He like making the 50,000 a show. He like making 60,000, 20,000 for a verse, 15,000 for a verse, 40,000, 30,000, you know, different levels throughout his career. He like that. He don't really want to put all his time into an artist. Sit back. He want to be in a video. He want to be in a song. He want to drop all these albums. And what happened was, as Boosie was getting out of his prime, he didn't make the transition. He didn't switch from being the main artist to the CEO like Gotti did, like Gucci did, like other artists in the rap game did. He didn't do that. He remained the main artist. And they keep going down and down. He keeps selling less and less. He drop an album. It don't go in the top 10. It don't go in the top 5. He drop 1,000 songs. None of them go on the Billboard charts. He don't got no big club bankers no more. But he stay alive from his old catalog, his reputation, his character. He funny, and that works. But it only can work if, you know, you win it on these certain platforms. Especially if you know, get yourself to a certain number and you win it on their platform, you know, it'll work. But if they snatch that from you, you see what I'm saying? Now it start to go downhill because your sales was never back up to the top. So if they snatch that from you, everything start going downhill. So that means promoters, businesses, people who want to spend money with you to promote their business, it start to go down because you starting these new pages, but you ain't got the following. The fans is not jumping from page to page. Yeah, you start a new page, you'll get 200,000-300,000 followers, 400,000-500,000. You might even get back up to about 800,000, maybe even M, before they snatch it again. But it'll never be like their main page because your fan base is not as strong as you think it is. They show you love in person. But on wax and on social media, they're not gonna just follow you everywhere you go. You can start your own site, you can start your own social media, your own IG, and people wouldn't come over there. It would take other big dogs just like you to come over there. Then they come here. You by yourself, they wouldn't just do it. It had to take Diddy, Jay, Drake, Migos, all of them. They got to go over there and do it too, not just you. They ain't gonna. You start OnlyFans, you ain't gonna make 200,000-300,000 a month. It ain't gonna happen. Now they'll watch you if you do a TV show where it's easier to find you, like VH1 or Stars or something like that. They'll watch that, but other than that, they're not gonna follow you everywhere Boosie do. See if he can get more of his people vaccinated, the killers, the dealers, the gang members, the street guys. If we can get more of them, the numbers spike up. Because these are the people who we wanted to take the test first. So if we can get a guy like Boosie to convince the people to take the test and they do it, y'all definitely got to give him his IG back. And that's a favor from me. Do that for me. If y'all don't want to do it for me. And you know what Adam gonna tell him? He gonna agree with it because he about business. He just took you off IG because you was breaking the rules. That's all that was. That's why if you sue him, you'll lose in court. If Boosie sue Adam or Mark, take them to court, he would lose. That'd be millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars they'll lose in court. Because they got proof that he didn't follow the rules. It's their rules, their platform, they can kick him off. Boosie cannot prove in the court of law that they racist. That they took him off because they racist. He can't prove that. He just thinking that. So, but they can prove that he violated their terms over and over again. That's why they took it. So that's why Boosie he ain't gonna sue them. That's a lost case right there. Well, whoever was power spoke to Boosie about taking the vaccination, they told him, look, Mr. Hatch, it's the company out here that's willing to sponsor you to tell kids and tell your people to take the vaccination. You take the vaccination. I know you got a show coming up, a birthday bash or whatever you got going, and we want to partner you up with this company, and they got the vaccinations, and they willing to give out the vaccinations before the show for your audience to come enjoy the show, and and we'll pay you this amount of money, and you just do your thing, and you tell them to stay fresh, and you tell them to come to the show and get vaccinated so they can be safe and have fun, and these going to be the steps to get your IG back. These going to be the steps to get yourself back into these doors to make more money. We all love money. Now, I know I respect you enough not to come at you a different way. I know that you're not the type of guy that want to sit on the director's couch. I wouldn't come at you like that, Mr. Hatch. I know you're not the guy that want to put on a dress. I know you're not the guy that want to play gay roles in movies. I understand that. I understand your character in the music industry that you built, that you held on. But unfortunately, you dug yourself into a hole that you need to get out of or swallow you. And these people that got the shovel to help dig you out, they got the power to make it swallow you. They definitely got the power to keep throwing dirt on top of your head. Your head above the dirt, they're going to keep throwing dirt on top of your head till your whole head covered. It's basically like you're in quicksand right now. You're just going real slow, but you surely going down, 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 down. You commenting on everything. You saying about Dwayne Wade. You speaking on the baby situation. You speaking on Lori. You speaking on all these different heavyweights. And you breaking IG rules. And you feel like you can just do what you want to do. So we had to show you. We had to show the world. We had to show your community that even people like you can get broken down. Even people like you can be paid through us. Even people like you can be controlled. Even people like you can sell them out. But it's a decision you got to make, because you don't have to do this commercial. You don't have to do this speech. We really don't care if you do it or not. It's just up to you. We just giving you an opportunity, because we got a list of other rappers that's willing to do it. That's not in the red seat like you. That's not in the hot seat like you. They willing to do it. But we trying to give you a chance to do it. And we paying you. Now, of course, you're going to upset some of your hardcore fans. But once you get in a certain door, because we'll let you in this door, you'll gain a whole new set of fans, and they won't even matter. They votes won't even matter. So what you really care about, Boosie? Mr. Hatch? What you like to be called? You can just call me Boosie. What you really care about, man? You really care about the fans? Or is your family, your status in the music industry, is that more important? Because, hey, Mr. Hatch, we already know you can't go back to the ghetto. It's different around them corners. In Baton Rouge, it's different right now. Yeah, we did the research on you. There's still some people upset about you. They want you up out of here. You know that. So you got to do what you got to do to maintain your position that you got. You got to do what you got to do. You got to say what we tell you to say. Because you can go back to your hood or to another ghetto, but it's a lot of problems. It's a lot of issues. How long will you last? How long will you stay free? How long will you stay alive? Going back to the ghetto, going back to the streets or any hood, how long would, I'm Lil Boosie, I'm Boosie Badass, how long would that last for somebody to try to rob you, somebody to try to handle you? And you gotta either handle them or become a victim. How long? So yeah, next time you go home and you walk outside your mansion, you see all your cars and you see all your land, you need to understand, you can't say and do what you want to do. This is not the streets. That reputation you got, yeah, you beat all the murders and all that stuff, that only hold weight in the streets and with your fans in prison and Angola. That's the only way it hold weight. It don't hold no weight. We don't care about none of that. Because you can't move nothing. You don't got no pull. You don't got no power over here. We run everything. We control everything. Even you. You may control the streets, but we control you. We control the banks. We control the money. We control the door. Boosie doing all these features and promoting everything is really watering down his brand. Like, anybody can get the Boosie stamp. Anybody can get Boosie to promote their business. Anybody can get Boosie to jump on a song. So your brand, Boosie brand, ain't really that strong like you think it is. This is why he'll do a song with any little Joe Blow that come about the city, they come up with 10,000, 15,000, 8,000. And, you know, he'll come shoot the video with you and all that there, but it's really watering down his brand. The verse don't really mean nothing like how it used to be, like when you was in your prime, because you're not in your prime no more. Like, everybody, they seeing you too much. That's what it is, like they seeing you too much. Right now, Boosie, the best thing for you to do, go to TV. TV is your thing. You need to listen. The fans always gonna let you know what you need to be doing. If you look up in your comments, when they post you on Shade Room not posting your music unless it's your birthday. They posting the old songs. They're not gonna play none of them. They're not gonna post none of them Goat Talk 1 songs, Goat Talk 2, Goat Talk 3. They're not gonna post none of that. They don't wanna hear that. They're gonna post Wipe Me Down. When you drop the Badass CD, that era. When you was with Webby, that era. That Zoom with Young Jock, that era right there. Trill Fam era. They ain't all that new stuff. They ain't gonna play that. The time it take to find them songs, it'll take the same time to find your new songs and put your picture with it and then edit the video and put it on Shade Room. But nah, cause they ain't what they rocking with you for. You look in the comments, they gonna tell you, Boosie, you need to do TV. Boosie, you need to do a show. You need to do a reality show. You need to be on movies. That's what you need to focus on. Your own TV show. And you can't come up with your own brand, your own, you know what I'm saying, where you put the TV show on a certain channel or a certain network. Nah, it gotta be a network that's winning. It gotta be, so you have to do a deal with a VH1. It has to be a Starz or HBO or something like that. It can't be your own little platform because the people not gonna come over there. Understand? And that's because you didn't make the right friends. You didn't shake the right hands. You didn't have the right conversations. Where you could be an Ice Cube, you can make a movie like that. Where you can be and come out with your own movies. Where you could be a 50 and come out with your own shows. Where you could be, and they listening. What you say, they do it. And they have a big brand behind you, a big winning, some network that's been going on way longer than you've been rapping. Because only thing you cared about was satisfying the streets. You didn't never cross over. Well, right now, this the best out the streets. This Boosie is the best you'll be. That's the level you'll stay on. You don't never make the transition and get in them higher rooms or rub the right shoulders or make the right investments. That's the highest level you're gonna be. You'll be up in your prime. You'll be winning, but you'll spend a lot of money. You'll waste a lot of money on jewelry, cars, clothes, keeping up with all the other rappers. That's what it is. All the rappers, they be in competition with each other, and then they pick on the fans, which made them get the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let their bank account grow for them to be able to get the stuff. But they really be in competition with the other rappers. That's what it is. If Lamigo see Boosie buy a Cuban Link chain, Lamigo gonna get an Iced Out Cuban Link chain. And then when Black Youngster see that, Black Youngster gonna get a Baguette Cuban Link chain. It's gonna keep going. And Pooh Shiesty look at it. They all, one thing about them rappers, they all look at each other IGs. They all watch each other video. They sit, when they just sitting in the house getting high, chilling, or just having the TV playing with the videos, they looking at all their competition. They're looking at all the rappers IGs. They ain't that busy, man. They got time to do all that stuff. If they ain't so busy, If they not that busy, then why they hit the like button on everything? Why they comment on certain stuff? Yes, certain artists got people running their accounts, but they see it. There ain't no way they can't see it because too many people gonna send it to you. Too many fans gonna always tag you and stuff not to see something. Come on, man. These people still regular people. They watch. They still have the same type of brain. They just talented in certain areas. And they watch all the videos. They looking at all the competition when 2 Chainz buy all the cars. Now they got to get the same kind of car. Everybody got the same jury. Not the same exact, because, you know, some people got real, some people got fake, some people got better, real, some people got lesser. It's real, but it's lesser value of a diamond. But yeah, everybody driving the same Maybach truck. That's how you know everybody watch everybody. Everybody got the Corvette. Everybody got the Hellcats. Everybody got the Lambs, the Urus. Everybody got Urus. Everybody got, you know what I'm saying, 100,000 on their neck. Everybody got the AP, the Richard Miller. Everybody got the same thing, man. Everybody hitting the same females. Yeah. Niggas catching the same charges, going to jail. Ain't nothing, like, everybody on where everybody on. Like, pretty much all the music kind of sound the same. It's different a little teeny bit, but it's pretty much all the same. Same beat pattern, same beat drum, same 808s. Yeah, so when you stuck in that matrix right there, you can't really afford to be taking no losses like IG and losing a Boosie badge. You can't really afford to take none of that. Because this is stuff to keep you above, this is stuff to keep your head above water. You losing all them, IG losing big shows because vaccine. Yeah. So that's how you get Boosie to say you out. All you got to do is make Boosie lose money. Once he start losing big money, yeah, he'll do anything. Nah, I ain't talking about telling or nothing like that. Nah, I ain't talking about nothing like that. Not anything like that or nothing gay. Not anything like that. I would think he had to definitely do it first. I would put that on. But before a check, especially if you don't go against his morals, as far as like the streets, he gonna do it. He gonna do it. And telling people to take their vaccination is a prime example. It's a prime example. He'll do it. It's a prime example that Boosie got a price. They say everybody got a price. Boosie got one too. Killers, niggas who send hits, drug lords, they all got a price. Just like the prostitute.